What's up? I'm MissMilaRose and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions that you guys have for me in a bit of a Q&A because there's just so many questions and I just wanted to get them all answered and have them in one place for you guys and gals. Before I get into that, I wanted to give a little bit of an update about what's going on now that I'm finally moved into my brand new apartment, and as you can see, this is my bedroom, but it is not going to be the bedroom that I intend to be filming and working out of for the next couple of years. I actually have ordered an entire bedroom full of furniture and items that are going to be set up in my master room. I have a vanity and I have a walk-in closet in that bedroom area, so I'm so excited to have everything set up and ready for you guys. And of course, you guys are going to be getting a tour of my brand new bedroom once it's finally set up. Just to give you a heads up on when that will probably be released, I have items that are coming in as early as July 1st, but also items that are coming in as late as mid-August, unfortunately. So mid-August is most likely the date that I will be starting camming again. A brand new cam schedule will be released most likely for August 14th, but no guarantees on that date just yet. For anyone who follows me on Twitter, you guys know that I'm working on a brand new adult series, and I posted a Twitter poll asking for you guys to decide what you want me to film. I had two options. One of them was a master and slave idea roleplay, and the other one was a brother and sister. So far, you guys seem to really want the master and slave, and I'm definitely going to be incorporating that. I am starting to lean towards meshing the two ideas together so that the characters are brother and sister and that they're actually role-playing as a master and slave as well. If you guys are interested in this series, definitely follow me on Twitter and on ManyVids, and I'll definitely be releasing teasers and updates for the series coming up this fall. Another video that I know you guys are going to be highly interested in is going to be an unboxing video for a bunch of adult board, dice, and card games that I got from a sex store. And I'm going to be releasing this video as a free-to-stream video on ManyVids and probably on Pornhub as well, and you guys can watch it there. So those are all the little updates I have for you guys right now, and I'll definitely have way more to come very soon. So I would highly recommend you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter so that you guys can stay in the loop as well. But without further ado, let's get right into this Q&A. So the first question that I have is from a girl asking, do you have any pointers or things you wish you'd known when you got started in the industry? So I would definitely say never take someone's word for it. That is probably the biggest thing, and it's kind of a silly one because I feel like everyone should already know that, but sometimes us girls can be a little naive and will believe a buyer or a customer when he says, just provide me the service now and I'll pay you right after. Don't believe them, don't buy this. They could be genuine, but here's the thing. You can't have 100% proof that they are being genuine, and even if he's a regular, just take the money first. Just get the money first, collect the money first. It's always the 100% best way to go about this. Again, I used to be a call girl, and this is the #1 thing that you are told to do by everyone, your drivers, the people who you work for, everyone, even the phone girls. They will tell you take the money first at the door and then you provide the services. Even in stores, this is the thing that happens. You take your items to checkout, you buy them, and then you can enjoy your item. Never ever do you get services before paying for it. So why should we provide services for free before a customer pays for them? So that is probably the biggest advice that I wish I'd gotten before I got started as a cam girl or in the online adult industry in general. I even had a girl that has messaged me that she was working with a buyer for a trial and that he'd pay her after, and when he never did, he actually ended up blocking her. This is actually a common theme that I've experienced myself with scam artists. I've experienced this on Skype a lot, where customers will come to me and say, I have this much tokens in my MyFreeCams account. They'll show me screenshots and they'll say, just provide me services and I'll give you whatever you want. This is such a big red flag. Anytime that anyone will not pay you up front for your service, just refuse 100% of the time, and I promise you, you will be safe from scams such as these. The same girl also asked how I have a gazillion points on extra lunch money, how I did it, and if it makes good money. So I like to work on multiple sites. I don't collect income from just one site. That's first and foremost, because you want to expand your horizons, and the more prevalent you are on the internet, the better it is going to be for you as well. So definitely expand your horizons there. How you get a bunch of points on extra lunch money, I will definitely be making a review and guide on this, but essentially how you get points on extra lunch money is by reviewing and getting reviews. So the more custom requests or the more sales that you have on extra lunch money, the more likely that a customer will send you a review, and the more likely that you will be able to review. So if you have a completed escrow, which is a job or a custom request, then you can give the customer a good or bad review and you'll get 1 point from this. And the customer will do the same for you, and then he'll get 1 point from this. And you'll also get a point for him reviewing you. So you can get up to 2 points for custom requests. But yeah, I'll definitely make an entire guide and review and rating on the extra lunch money platform sometime in the near future, hopefully this year. So one girl asked me, what laptop do I use, or what do you upgrade to? Now this is kind of a personal question to you yourself, because I generally think that a computer is going to be more beneficial than a laptop, but a laptop is going to be a lot more flexible because you can move it around, whereas a desktop is going to be stuck in one position. So if you're okay with setting your desktop in a corner of the room, whatever, and you can just grab the webcam and move it not too far from that location and you're good with that, then that's probably the best option, because desktops last a lot longer and they generally tend to be more powerful than a laptop, which is going to be not so powerful and it is going to have much shorter of a lifespan. So I am currently using an Core i7 8th generation HP laptop, and it works really good for me. I have software that I use to export videos. I use Filmora very regularly. I'm trying to get into DaVinci, and I sometimes use Maya, which is a 3D modeling and rendering program software that I use just because I'm into 3D art and animation. You're gonna want a computer that's fast enough to handle everything that you want to do that pertains to your job, or even if you want to have some fun on it, playing video games. I don't know what you do for fun, but if you are a gamer, you're of course gonna want a more high-end computer. If it's just pertaining to your job, you're gonna want a computer that is going to be fast enough to run those software programs at least efficiently enough that you are liking it too and that it can handle it. Core i7 is probably your best bet for modern day software that's going to do video editing, and you're also going to want to do a laptop that can handle the frame rates that you're going to want to output when you are camming. So you're gonna want a good enough computer to handle all of these that pertain to your job. If you want, you can even do a laptop and a desktop if you have the money to expend. So you'll have a desktop for your computer editing software, and then a laptop that is more flexible, that you can work when you're traveling, and that you can cam that up so you can move bedroom to bedroom. Another person asks, curious, but does anyone know if you're in the adult industry? And yes, I do have a handful of people in my life that know that I'm in the industry. This includes some family and some friends. I keep it very minimal just because I don't know how a lot of people are going to react. A lot of people I know are highly religious, and I feel that religion really does contradict with adult sex workers in a way that is possibly inappropriate. I just feel like I would be looked down upon by more religious people, such as Christians. My brother's a Muslim, he doesn't know, and whatnot. So I don't know. If people were more open to the idea, I would definitely be more open to telling more people that are close to me. For the general public, I don't really care because you don't really know me personally anyway, or my family and friends in general. So there's that. Another person asked, have I ever done a sweater fetish video? And if you haven't checked out my clips, I have tons of fuzzy sweater clips, lots of them. I have fuzzy sweater videos that are POV boy girl. I have some solos. I have glove fetish videos that are also fuzzy sweater material. And I've also done a few shower fuzzy sweater videos as well. And these include fuzzy, these include knitted, these include all types, woolly. I have a huge collection, and I definitely want to do a wardrobe show of them eventually at some point, whether it be on my YouTube channel or a different platform. But I would definitely love for you guys to see my entire collection because I do have quite a growing collection of fuzzy sweaters to show all of you. Another girl asks, how do you watermark when you are live broadcasting? There's actually a handful of programs that'll do this for you. One common one is going to be OBS. And then you can also use ManyCams, which is also very oriented towards cam girls. Sorry, there was a knock at the door. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to set up the actual software to get your watermark in while you're broadcasting live. Just know that there's software that will do this. And you could also go on to Amber Cutie forums. There's so many models there who are very helpful and very willing to help you guys figure out how to get these things working. Another girl asks which websites I'm on now, and these are going to include ManyVids, I Want Clips, Clips for Sale, Extra Lunch Money, My Free Cams, Chatterbait. I'm on a lot more, but I don't really regulate these sites because a lot of these sites that I'm on, I literally make 0 sales. So I'm signed up to these sites, but I'm not really active on them. And these are going to include Amateur Community, Customs For You, and Box. And I'm also on Pornhub. Another girl asks if CVS is considered a professional makeup store, and this is in regards to my taxes video. So you're gonna find a lot of drugstore products at this type of store. However, you can find catches sometimes. Sometimes you can find professional grade quality makeup at drugstores. I have found NYX, which is a professional grade of makeup, and I have seen it sold at places like Walmart. So if that's the case, make sure that you keep your receipt so that the specific item is on the receipt and you can prove that when it comes to your taxes, an audit, whatever, what have you. Because if you just show your Walmart receipt, they're not going to believe that you purchased a professional makeup item. There's just too many items sold at Walmart, so you're gonna have to have the specific item. Now, if it was a makeup store like Sephora or MAC, then you would definitely most likely not even need your receipt. You could just have your online bill of the store and your purchase amount, and they would most likely just believe you because it is a professional makeup store and that's basically all they sell. So I hope that answers that question for you. Another girl asked if I think that a mask cam girl could make a living. So that is going to be a very specific niche, and all niches are going to be successful in their own way. The only thing that I say is that if you are specific to one fetish type, one niche, and you aren't going to be providing anything extra for other areas of the adult industry, other fetishes, other content types, what have you, then it might hurt you because you are limiting yourself. But if you do mostly just what your niche is, a masked cam girl, and you also do some other stuff on your channel, your platforms, what have you, then definitely, you can definitely make a living off of that for sure. And the more people that are interested in this type of fetish, this niche, the better it is going to be for you. So another girl asked, what if you have never worked? How would a W-9 form work then? So a W-9 form just asks for your social security number, your date of birth, and your name, I believe. All the W-9 form really is a form of classification. It doesn't mean too much. It's just something that a lot of platforms do require of US citizens to fill out before actually working and earning money from their clip site. I don't think they even send it to the IRS. It's just a form of classification for the most part. So you don't have to have a work history to fill out and sign this form. You just generally need to do it to be able to acquire income from these individual platforms that require you to sign it as a US citizen. I hope that makes sense. Another girl asked, do you have any days online camming for 3 hours and make almost no tokens? How do you deal with this? Oh boy. So slow days are gonna happen. Any kind of job that you have, even outside of the adult industry, where you make basically commissions. What we do is commission type work. You're going to have slow days, you're going to have good days, and the best way to keep your hopes up is to figure out your average. So every single time that you work, calculate how much your total is, calculate how many hours you work, and then use that to figure out your average hourly income for that work shift. And then do that for every single day that you work, and create an average for yourself out of your average hourly earnings, so that you know, okay, like throughout this month, this is how much I'm making per hour on average. And do that from a month-to-month basis, and then figure out how much you are generalistically going to be earning. And then when you have a slow day, you can know that on a good day, you will be making up for that difference. Sometimes slow days, and especially when it's consistently slow, it can really make you feel depressed and down, and that's okay. It happens, and sometimes there are slow seasons and spells as well. It happens. But yeah, don't let it get you down, and if you calculate your average, you will have more of a sense of stability, because as long as you know that your average is being met for the most part, you should feel stable, because that's mainly what it is, right? You don't want to feel unstable financially. You want to feel secure and have that financial security. So calculate your averages. I highly, highly, highly recommend everyone who is an entrepreneur who makes commission-based income calculate their average income so that they know when they're secure and stable financially. Trust me, it will give you a big peace of mind. So the last question I have here is from a guy who asked, what is the scariest movie I've ever seen in my life? Oh boy, I am not one for horror movies, to be honest. I can't handle fear in regards to gore and the supernatural. For some reason, hauntings freak me out, and they have from even when I was a little girl, even from as long as I have memories. And I don't know where this stems from, because to my knowledge, I've never had any incident or encounter with the supernatural, I've definitely never seen any ghosts or shadow figures. I'm pretty confident of that. So I don't know where this fear comes from, but I always have been scared of this. And then with gore, anytime I see like mass killings or anything like that in movies, it just really grosses me out, freaks me out, and I get really scared from that. So the scariest movie I saw was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I saw this when I was in 6th grade. My best friend at the time was obsessed with horror movies, and she really wanted me to watch a horror movie with her, and I had never seen one ever. This was my first horror movie ever that I'd seen, and it's a pretty gory one, and the fact that it's based off a true story scared me even more, because you know it actually realistically did kind of happen, and that's pretty frightening to think about. So that is definitely the scariest movie I feel like I've ever watched, especially because it was my first one. I would literally go into the bathroom and have my music player with a CD playing while I showered. I couldn't handle going anywhere alone, even in my own house. And anytime I wanted to go in my basement, I would have my brother go down there and turn the light on for me, because I was terrified of the dark. So yeah, that kind of concludes my Q&A. I did have a girl ask a question earlier in regard to Amazon wishlist that I mentioned in one of my videos. She basically mentioned that it's pretty safe to accept Amazon gift cards as long as you cash them right away. I'm not too familiar with them, because again, I haven't really accepted them in general, but I guess that would be a pretty safe way of going about it if you chose to. All I'm saying is that it does also hurt you in a way as an independent person financially, because when you take the majority of your earnings from Amazon gift cards, you don't have money that you can prove that you make when going to do apartment lease signing and anything that it requires to see income proof. You are going to be hurt by this. So if you are the main income earner in your household, or if you are an independent making money on your own, and anytime that you need to prove your income to purchase, to make a transaction for a house, a car, anything, this will really, really hurt you if you take a substantial amount of your income, or even a good chunk, from Amazon gift cards. Every here and there is fine, I guess, but just be very cautious with that, because it can really, really hurt you in the long run. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A and the little bit of updates that I have for you guys regarding some new stuff that's coming. And stay tuned for what else that I have coming for you guys. I'm really sorry I've been slow with the YouTube videos lately, and I really hope to get them regularly uploaded very soon. It's just, there's just so much I'm trying to catch up on because of the move and the wedding that I've attended. But all of my back orders and all of that are taken care of today and yesterday. So that's a big relief to me, and I'm finally gonna be able to get back on track and release so many amazing things for you guys. So stay tuned for the near future, and subscribe to my channel, turning on the notifications down below so that you guys can stay in the loop with me as I release all these amazing, cool stuff and videos. So see you guys next time. Bye.